Season 3 is finally here, and Utah's favorite wives did not come to play.
From new faces to old feuds, we're breaking down every chaotic, iconic moment from episode 1 of The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. I'm Jordan.
And I'm Jess.
Let's get feral.
This is First and Feral, Utah Unfiltered. Utah born, chaos sworn. No filters, no fluff, just real voices and wild stories from the Beehive State.
Do you want to talk about this episode? Holy
Oh my gosh. Hey, the opening credits are killing me because I feel like it's changing. Yes. Every season. It's something new, which I love. They're keeping the theme with like blue, which looks beautiful on all of them. But the fire this year.
The fire yes. wasn't. But did you notice that they did? So it was weird how they split them apart. So like Jesse, Jen, Michaela, Whitney. No, sorry. Jesse, Jen, Michaela, Whitney, and Demi were introduced in the fire. White dresses, fire.
I didn't notice.
And then blue was Miranda, Macy, Layla, and Taylor in the blue dresses. So I was like, is there significance?
That's interesting. I'm glad you picked up on that because I did not. I was like paying attention, like, okay, they're on the salt flats, which is beautiful for them to like shoot from. The fire, I literally was like, okay, what is this? Like, we're coming out of redemption, or like, what is it representing, do you think?
I don't know, because the first one last season, remember, it was like they were coming out of the water.
Mm-hmm, baptism.
So I'm like, I don't know if we're just like I don't know, but I do, and I may be reading into it way too much, but I was trying to figure out the significance of like why they split them up that way.
Yeah.
The only one that's confusing, well, yeah, because it doesn't make sense. Because like Jesse, Jen, Michaela, Whitney, and Demi were introduced in the fire scene, and then the blue was Miranda, Macy, Layla, and Taylor. So they're like mixed between like the saints and sinners. So it didn't make sense to me.
Oh, so it didn't make sense at like one side or the other. Because I looked it up, I like Googled like, okay, what is this representing? And it was saying like potential destruction. Like, is Mom Talk falling apart?
Which episode 1 is destruction.
Yeah. Yes.
It's like,
yeah.
It's like I couldn't even, I don't even know if I could have watched another episode because there was so much jam packed in this first episode.
Yes. I do love that they start with Taylor every time. Because Taylor really wasn't a ton in this episode because of her attending that like therapy, but they still open with her. And
she's like an anchor for the show. Like she's just like the home base.
She is the reason why they're here is Mormon swingers. But she opens up with just saying like last year has been a lot.
Taylor says that she's comfortable in that scene. She says, I'm comfortable living in the gray. So she talks about like praying more and going to church and therapy. And then she says, I'm very comfortable living in the gray. Not everybody's that way. And I actually really love that.
I like that about her. She did say, like, I try to live by the foundations, which are love, family, and service, which I think is great. I feel like that's where I'm at personally is like, as long as I'm living with like love and family and like trust and support and I'm serving others, then I'm happy with that.
And I have my own relationship with God, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yep.
But also, I think that line kind of struck something with me because I'm like, aren't we all kind of living in the gray? Like, aren't we all living in the gray?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so. Like, that's what we keep talking about is like, this is the culture that people are living behind closed doors, whether they want to admit it or not. They are like, they're doing their own rendition of what they feel is
best for them,
trustworthy, like and it's working for them.
Yeah,
their own like,
and nobody's perfect. That's it. Nobody's perfect.
No.
So yeah,
I like that about her.
Yeah,
that she said that. Yeah.
Then it cuts to Macy, who's 20 weeks pregnant and can't breathe.
Yeah, she's so cute. She just makes like funny comments throughout the whole show, and I've written down quite a few of them. But she's actually very funny.
I feel like Macy and Michaela, that duo, like really came out in this episode. Like I enjoy watching them. They're kind of funny and just they came out. The when she's like, "Oh man, it's hard to talk and I can't breathe." I totally feel her. Like, do you remember being 20 weeks pregnant and literally every sentence you're like out of breath by the end of it?
you do like one or two stairs and you're like, like you ran a marathon. Like it's almost embarrassing because you're like, why can I not breathe?
Why
like,
am I breathing
this out
so
of shape?
Yeah.
Yeah, you feel that way. She looks so cute though.
She does. Yeah, that made me laugh. And then Whitney's out.
Yeah, so Whitney left Montauk and Michaela says, all my prayers have been answered.
Yeah. And then she's like, thank you, church. Amen. Or something.
It's so funny. She is not gonna get along with Whitney anymore. I don't think their friendship is going to come back around.
So, and I don't feel like they did a great job explaining this, but you know how they kept putting up the chart of like the people that are in and the people that are like Taylor's?
It was like the class of 2025 Mom Talk or whatever.
Yeah. And the people that were like on a break from Mom Talk were grayed out.
Yes.
So Taylor and Jen were at the same retreat together. Did you catch that or know that?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Yeah. So the only reason I knew that is because I had been following them on social media and knew that they went to this retreat together. But I don't feel like they did a good job in episode 1 explaining that. Maybe they will in further episodes, but they didn't explain that.
No, they didn't explain that because I didn't catch that at all.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. In Arizona, Taylor went there.
Yeah.
Okay. Then it talks about Demi that she also has left Mom Talk, and it's because of the pay, which we assumed based on season 2 that this was where it was headed with her and Brett.
Yeah, it's
they just wanted more money.
3 times more is what
That's wild.
Yeah, that is wild.
Then it gets heavy with Layla. They're at the
Minky Couture.
Yeah, and she is watching for Jesse because she has this news from Marciano that she wants to talk to Jesse, which I thought it was good of Layla to take Jesse aside and say, hey, like, this is what I've heard. None of the other girls know. Like, I felt like Layla was there for Jesse in that.
Yeah, she handled it well.
Yeah, I was not expecting Jesse's answer.
Oh my gosh, I was shocked.
I know.
I literally didn't. I mean, remember, I predicted, I was like, no, there's no way. Like, I was shocked by her answer. Yeah.
Yeah. And I am glad to hear that, like, she went to Jordan before, like, Marciano blows up. Because, like, that feels more genuine that Jesse is really trying to, like, save things with Jordan.
Yeah.
That she's not just trying to save face, right? And now be honest with him. It's she told him before this ever came out to anybody.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I feel like that's good. You hurt for both of them because it would just be such a hard thing to work through.
I just don't understand Marciano.
I don't
What
either.
is the appeal to him?
I'm not sure. So when they called him in the car, literally he answers, hey, what are you doing? Working out. Like,
I know, he's so cringy.
Doing, like, only at the gym. Like, he's just, ew. I just don't really like him.
He's like slimy, cringy. Yes. That's why I'm like, there has to be something in person that there's like a draw to him, right?
Yeah, because I think
on
Jordan
screen,
is cute. Like, I think Jesse's husband Jordan is really cute. I was like happy to actually hear him
see more of him.
Yeah, because I was like, he's actually a good guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited to see more of him, but like the draw to Marciano, because this is also what's confusing, is there was something between Demi and Marciano as well, because Marciano released text messages from Demi. So I'm like, what's happening here? Like, is it a love triangle?
You see the clip of Demi and him like hugging, and then she's kind of like pushing him away. Like, there is something with Demi too.
Yeah, and remember, like, she accused of being like sexually assaulted at the villa.
From Marciano?
I don't know, but there was like those there was accusations. Yes. So it's weird because Marciano is just weird to me, but I can't figure out the draw to him. Like, why are these women why isn't he even a thing? Like, I don't understand the draw to him at all.
I don't know.
Because on screen, he seems slimy, yucky, ew.
Well, and like his answer when they called him and she was like, listen, like, we did not have sex. Like, and then his comment, well, it was in my shorts. Like, what?
I know.
Like, you are disgusting. And like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Marciano claims he took Cialis with the incident with Jesse. But like, Cialis is not going to make you
lose your memory. So in that specific scene with Jesse and Layla and Marciano, the conversation, I 100% believed Jesse. Like, believed that it was she only kissed him a couple times, and then they had text messages back and forth.
Yeah.
It's hard though, because as it, like, the episode continues on, they keep using the word affair, which she did have an emotional affair. It sounds like there was conversations going back and forth. But I do feel like when you say the word affair, you think of like full sexual intimacy, right? Don't you? Maybe not. I don't know.
No, I think there is, like, she's saying an emotional affair, and that feels hard because I think an emotional affair is more, she's leaning on him for like support and reassurance, and like that's who your spouse is supposed to be, right? So that's hurtful that they're going to someone else over you.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I understand what an emotional affair is. I feel like there should be, like, because she says she kissed him twice.
So you think because she just said, I had an affair with Marciano,
it like, comes across stronger than what I feel like her actions actually were. Not excusing it by any means, because like nobody wants their spouse to go kiss another human being. But it comes across harsh to me when she uses that word, because I'm like, if you did only kiss him twice, that feels, I don't know, it feels like a harsh.
Well, flip that though. Like if you were, if like your husband kissed another girl twice, would you consider that an affair?
Yeah. Yeah, no, it is. I'm not saying it's not. I don't know. Like, I feel like everyone, when you hear that word, jumps to like, oh, you had an affair.
You're just sleeping with him and all these things. Yeah. I don't know how you define that exactly, but
I don't either.
It's really sad. But so an interesting thing that she says in her interview is she says infidelity is frowned upon in the church.
Yeah.
And I was like, isn't it frowned upon always? Like, if you make that promise with someone, regardless of you being married in the church or not, like an affair or infidelity is no go. So then like adding the church or like saying things like, well, the church this, I feel like is producers.
They do that a lot in this episode, though. If you notice, they do that a lot. But I caught that too, and I thought that was interesting too. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's frowned upon no matter what.
Yeah, exactly.
As they're in the car, so they have that scene with Jesse and Layla and Marciano. But it cuts back to Mesa and McKaylee in the Minky Couture event, and they're like trying to win Minky blankets. And have no idea where Jesse is, but they cut to funeral potatoes. Did you catch that?
Oh, yes, I did catch that. I was like, that's a Utah dish.
Totally. And
the casseroles. It's one of my favorites too. I love funeral potatoes, and we will have them at Christmas.
If you ask me like what I want for like my birthday dinner, I want funeral potatoes. Like
they're
so good. They're so good.
That's so funny.
Those of you outside of Utah, they're hash browns and
cream and chicken soup
and cornflakes.
Cornflakes on top. Oh, it's so good though.
So good.
It's so good. Good. That's hilarious.
So good. Anyways, but they were like, they cut to the funeral potatoes, and like Macy and Michaela were like, these are so good. They're funeral potatoes. And I was like,
they're both pregnant, just like staring at the food.
So funny. Yeah, they were like
Minky Couture is Minky Couture. It is a Utah brand, but is it only in Utah now? Because I feel like Minky Couture in Utah is huge. If you don't own a Minky, you're missing out.
Yeah.
Everyone has multiple Minky blankets. Jessie in this episode is not looking her best, and I know. It's heartbreaking because you can truly see like how much it's breaking her down.
Yeah.
One thing though that was super relatable is that, and like admirable on her part, is she said, I cried myself to sleep, but I still have to wake up and be a mom and like not let my kids know that I'm hurting. And I feel like as a mom, all of us can relate to that, of just like putting on your face and showing them that like the outside world is not scary, even though there's like heavy things happening that we are in fear of being moms, right? About our kids' future. But at the same time, we still have to make their lunch. We have to still like play Barbie and like pretend that things are good. And so I hurt for her in that scene.
Yeah. Yeah. That was a heartbreaking thing. And she does look like you would feel in that moment
she
of your life, you know?
Yeah. She's trying to come to terms with what happened and be honest with Jordan.
That scene was interesting with Jordan too. Because you understand why. Yeah. So when they're on their bed in their bedroom, you understand too why Jordan. It would be hard because it seems like they worked through her, you know, admitting that she kissed Marciano, and now Marciano is accusing her of also having sex. So you understand why he would then step back and be like,
what's the
questioning
truth?
it a little bit.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Yeah.
Then you kind of like, it goes to the hair salon. Macy parks in Jesse's spot, which I loved.
Oh, that's
your spot. Yeah.
And I also love, it's Macy that says, like, we don't know where Jessie is. We can't figure out, like, she will show up even when she's sick. And she says, she'll give you a hug when she's puking, which I think is disgusting.
I know. Yeah. Yes. Macy is so funny.
She is funny. I love that we're starting to see, like, her funny side. Her comments are funny.
Yeah, I do too. They're discussing Layla's birthday party as they get their hair done. And I think it's
Chase comes up.
I think it's weird that Chase is like coming up because Layla also had a relationship with Chase. And so I think it's weird.
No. What do you mean?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she did. Yes, Layla Taylor dated Chase from The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives for a little over a month, but broke it off because she found him to be a clout chaser.
When was this? Like before Kate?
It was after Miranda and him got divorced, clearly. But before Kate got with him.
That is weird.
So then I also found it weird because she was like, no, he's coming. Like my friend is Kate. He's coming. And he has a cute brother, Mason.
Oh, that's right.
So I was like, what is going on here?
Chase is another one that I'm like, he is icky to me. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know why these girls like him. Like, what's the draw? I can't figure it out. He seems like he's chasing it for sure. He's 100%. Like, it feels like he's inserting himself just in every episode, every scenario that he possibly can.
Well, and then I didn't know about his podcast or anything, and I don't plan to listen or anything, but it definitely sounds like he is only there to get dirt so that he can talk on
it.
They're very angry. Michaela and Macy are very angry about him.
Yeah.
And it sounds like he just has not said anything good about them.
Yeah.
So I do find it weird too that Miranda is friends with him.
Well, Miranda and him have to because they share a child together.
Oh, so they do have kids. I didn't know they were co-parenting.
Yeah, they're co-parenting, so they have to have a relationship. So that makes more sense to me that Miranda would have like a decent relationship with him because she has kids with him.
Yeah, so that makes sense.
That makes sense to me. Chase and Layla, it feels like Layla is a little bit immature, that she kind of gets duped into these things. Who was it? Was it Macy or Michaela that says like, oh, she was duped by Demi and now it's...
Yeah, she did say that.
It feels that way to me that Michaela or that Layla does kind of fall for these tactics. I don't know what you'd call them.
She, I think it's funny when they're sitting in the chair and one of them says like, what are you wearing tonight? Or what's the vibe? And she says, the vibe is slutty.
Yeah.
And I laughed about that because I have had that happen where I'm like, well, what are we wearing? And it's like, oh, slutty, but still sophisticated. I've been in that situation that's like,
Oh,
okay,
no.
we're just going slutty. I don't know.
So funny. I know. And then Michaela's like, not while I'm pregnant. And she's like, no, you can be slutty and pregnant.
That would be great.
So funny. Then it goes to the scene with Dakota and Jordan, which I loved this scene.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I did too.
I really loved this scene.
Yeah, Jordan was super vulnerable, and like that takes a lot for one, like a man to cry and like be vulnerable. That's why I was saying I think that Jordan is a really good guy.
I loved this scene because I don't think it's often that men sit down and are vulnerable and show their emotion like that to each other. And I think it needs to happen more often. And so I loved that scene between them. And I've never been a huge fan of Dakota. I know you were in season 1, but I actually was like, I kind of liking Dakota. Like, he was supportive, and it says something about Dakota that Jordan felt like he could open up to him about it, I think.
Yeah, Dakota. So what I think it is the reason why I love Dakota is not necessarily because of season 1 or him with Taylor. I listened to a podcast of him explaining like his background and who he is and where he's come from. And so that's why I think that he's come a long ways. And so I think he's the right person for Jordan to talk to, because he's also dealt with like addiction and demons that way, that he's going to be non-judgmental and help Jordan through this.
Yeah. Yeah, he did have good advice for Jordan too, when he said, like, it's between you and Jesse. Like, keep it between you. Not listen to the outside world, because as the episode went on, it felt to me that Jordan is starting to care more about how it's going to be perceived versus like working it through with Jesse. Like, towards the end of the episode, I was like, why is he so worried about what other people are going to think? Which you would be. I'm not saying you wouldn't.
I think you naturally would be, because you don't want to look like weak or a fool, like, oh, she duped you, like I think there is worry about that.
Yeah. No, there would be.
That also comes with what we're talking about in Utah, is it's always about the perception here in Utah. And that's sad, right? Like we were saying in previous conversation, is that we have to live to this standard of like, don't leave the house with your hair in a bun. Like, is it wet? Or did you dry your hair? Do you have your makeup on? Like, there's a standard to uphold here. And so, he is going to be worried about what people are going to say.
And we have gotten a lot of comments from listeners that are outside of Utah saying that it is very much a Utah thing.
I know. We're changing that narrative.
But yes, and that's what we're bringing light to, is that is that, right? Jordan, though, I wish he wasn't so concerned about how it's going to be perceived. I understand why he is, but I feel like his focus is very much focused on that. Probably because it's just barely coming out to everybody, right? But I wish that he wouldn't be so concerned about that.
Yeah, I do too. Then it jumps to Jen's dress.
Yeah, I noticed it. It's like yellow.
It's beautiful on her. Very revealing, but and so I was surprised by that, because Jen
is usually more conservative.
A little bit more conservative, yeah.
She's usually more conservative, but she also is pregnant, and like, your boobs always look fabulous when you're pregnant. So she's probably just trying to show them off.
That's probably true.
But that is true. She is usually more conservative, so that was interesting. I did notice the dress, and I noticed the boobs.
Yeah, it did. I mean, she looked gorgeous. I just was like, oh, this is more for Jen than you usually see.
She looks very pretty in yellow.
She does.
Yeah, that's a good color for her.
Yeah, so she talks about prenatal depression, which we don't hear that often. We hear about postpartum depression, prenatal depression. Like, I don't know if I've actually experienced that.
Yeah, I've never experienced prenatal depression. But I think it's great that she's talking about it. I think it's very brave of her to come out and like talk about it. I think it needs to be talked about more. I think, her following is really about, I feel like, motherhood and her being vulnerable about it. So I do think that was brave of her to talk about it. How do you feel about Zach and their conversation?
So it was interesting because I think this is all production, but she said, I've learned a lot about myself, like that like I'm here for my kids. And then it paused and you see Zach like, what about me?
About me.
And then it like goes back and my relationship with you. And I think that's all production. Playing that up. And then I've learned about who I am. And this is the thing with Jen in the past 2 seasons, you can tell she's kind of like a lost soul. She's trying to figure it out. We hear like white lies, like we hear.
She to me comes across as a people pleaser. I've been there.
Yeah.
She comes across as a people pleaser, and I think that's also where the white lies come from, is she's trying to like appease people, and so then she exaggerates things.
Yeah.
I've been there. I've done it. I've been that person, and so I kind of understand her.
In this season, maybe we're going to see her growth as a person becoming like herself.
I hope so.
That for her.
Yeah, I hope so too. The thing that kind of concerned me with their conversation is I felt like we were starting to see bits and pieces of the old Zach. The more controlling. Okay. I felt like I got that vibe from him. And they also mentioned that they are back in Arizona and Zach is deciding if he wants to go back to med school.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just got a feeling like, is these old Zach controlling husband type thing? I don't know. Are they coming back out? I don't know. I got that vibe from him. I could be totally off. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. So when they pulled up to the drive-through, did you find it awkward that she was like,
my wife,
sauces, and he was like, oh, sorry, my wife needs ranch. She's pregnant, and the cravings are really kicking in. Like, I was like, that's kind of a jerk move. Like,
I know. I thought so too. That's what I'm telling you. That scene gave me like, the real Zach.
Yeah.
Back out. Maybe he played it up for season 2, so he wasn't the villain again. But I think his true colors are coming back out. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Yeah, we could be wrong.
But I didn't love that either, because then she was like,
no. I know. It wasn't rude.
Yeah,
like, you don't do that when she's pregnant. Like, even if it is craving, don't say that to her.
Oh, yeah. It's offensive. Yeah. Let her eat what she wants. I know. Let her drink the ranch if she wants to drink the ranch.
Literally. It's so funny.
It's so funny.
And she did say, I think I need to apologize to Jessie because I'm pretty sure the last time I talked to her, I told her husband has a small wiener. Yeah. Dying. I'm like, yes, you did say that.
Yes. In a very heated moment. Yeah. I'm actually excited for their rekindling because that was a funny, like thinking back on it, it was very heated, but so funny.
Oh, yeah. That conversation was terrible. Like, so bad. Yeah. The next scene is Jessie telling Macy and Michaela at her house. So Jessie tells Michaela and Macy about what's been going on. They're both very supportive of her. And just like, we're not judging you. We're here for you, type thing. Then when Macy and Michaela leave the house in the car, Macy says, whew, I need some cheese fries after that. Need some cheese fries. I loved that because the cheese fries are really good. But when you're pregnant, it's just like, that's the only thing you can like.
But who doesn't love cheese fries in a stressful situation? I mean,
definitely. And Michaela and Macy are just trying to trust Jessie that she is being truthful about
their reaction. I felt like was my reaction, like complete shock, not really sure what to say.
Yeah,
like wait, what? This is not where we thought this conversation was going. So I do feel like their reaction was good. And I hope, though, like, they did rally around her and were like, no, like, we're your friend and we're going to support you. And, like, we don't love the decision that you made, but we're still going to support you through this. Like, we're going to be here for you. So I did love that. I hope we see more of that.
Yeah.
In Mom Talk, because it feels like it hasn't been so supportive so far. But I did find it interesting that when Macy and Michaela leave in the car, it seems like Macy is not really buying that that's all that happened between
I don't think so.
Jessie and Marciano, which then started to kind of make me question. Like that first initial conversation with Jessie and Layla, I was like, I believe her. Her reactions. And then when the girls started questioning it, I'm like, I don't know, like, could it have only been that? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure, because Jessie towards the end of the episode, her reactions to things is interesting to me. So yeah, I'm not totally sure. I hope that she's being honest with, mainly because Jordan.
Well, and it's hard because like I go back and forth because I'm like, she had every reason to lay it all out there if there was more.
Yeah.
So it would be very frustrating and heartbreaking for everyone involved if later it does come out that there was more and she chose to not. But it is also, you think about how hard she denied kissing him in season 2. They straight up asked her and she said no. Why would I do that in public?
Macy also says, like, this is why we don't have alcohol.
That was another line that I felt like they kind of stuck the church in there. Like, this is why the church teaches no alcohol, right?
Yes. Yeah. They're all at like Layla's birthday party and they start discussing that Demi text Michaela and Macy saying, now that you guys know, can we talk about it?
And also the clip of Brett driving past Jesse's house, that was weird.
Very weird. And then Layla is like, why am I in the hot seat? Because they're questioning, like, well, who would have
I feel like it's Layla. I feel like it's Layla.
Because I don't fully trust Layla because of what she did to Taylor last season on like, no, I'll have your back. Here's the text messages that they were saying, you know, mean things about you. And then she totally like sinks into her chair of like, don't ask me. And so I feel like Layla is not truthful about that.
Also, because they were questioning if it was Layla or Miranda, and it was hilarious because Miranda was sitting there the whole time like, what the hell is happening right now? She had no clue.
Exactly.
It was like, what are they talking about? Like, that actually was funny to me because Miranda was just like sitting there like, I have no idea what's happening.
She didn't even know anything.
No. So it's got to be Layla. It's got to be Layla. But also very strange of Brett and Demi to like send him driving past her house. It's very weird.
Because what are they going to see? Oh, yep, Michaela and Macy are there.
They're all talking. I don't know.
That seems very bizarre.
Because so this is also we just need to hear from Demi because Demi obviously knew. So did Jesse confide in Demi and say, I kissed Marciano and like we're keeping it like private? You think so?
That's what I think though, because they were so close. And then the whole like hair situation happened.
Or do you think it's that Demi is jealous because Demi also had a relationship with Marciano? Like, what is the relationship between Marciano and Demi? It's weird.
I don't know.
And Marciano is not, he's just making it more confusing.
But we do know that Marciano is after whatever is going to get the headlines.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't he say, oh, I slept with Jesse?
I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
Like, just his comment alone is really weird to me. Like, you're not being truthful.
But I think the confusing part to me, though, is he literally on the season reunion, they talked about text messages between Demi and Marciano. That's what's confusing me is like, what's the relationship? What happened between Demi and Marciano?
Yeah.
Because it seems separate. So whatever happened between Demi and Marciano happened at the villa, the Vanderpump Villa episode. And then it seems like Marciano and Jesse were later at an LA event. I don't know. It's very confusing.
Yes.
But it seems like all the girls are starting to doubt like if Jesse is telling the full truth, for sure.
Yes. Miranda is at the party and then Chase shows up with Kate. Mason shows up, his brother. And Miranda greets Chase with, hey, loser. And I was like, oh, maybe they're not friends, but
I think they are. I think it's just probably a weird relationship. I don't know.
Yeah. Michaela and Macy confront Layla because they're upset that Chase is there. They're like, this is disrespectful because Chase is so disrespectful about mom talk. And he talks trash on all of us for clout.
Why is he here?
And Layla, she does defend herself. It's my birthday party.
More so than we've ever seen Layla. Usually Layla steps in the background and doesn't say much.
Yes. So Layla was upfront about it, but I do see why they're mad. I see it's why it's uncomfortable for Chase to be there.
Yeah, I don't think he should be there. I don't know
either.
why he is there. I didn't love, so like Chase just, again, just gives me, he doesn't give me good vibes, but I didn't love the conversation between Kate and Jordan either. Did you catch that?
Oh, no. Oh,
Kate
yeah. Because Jordan says, Kate has been a longtime family friend I've known her for years. Yeah, and she sits down and talks to him, but I can't recall this conversation. What was it about?
Well, there's not much. She just says, like, are you okay? Like, what's going on? I think she can tell something's going on, but the way she approached Jordan and then the way he responded, I was like, I don't know. I didn't like it. Like, I felt like Jordan maybe was, I don't know. I just didn't like it. Let's just watch that.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's
like,
interesting.
it felt like Jordan almost was going to emotionally like start relying on like Kate, which
interesting.
I got that vibe. I have no idea. I could be like way off, but let's just watch that relationship.
Yeah, that's interesting. So I kind of got lost in Jordan was really upset that Jesse was getting involved, but what was Jesse getting involved in? Just Michaela and Macy leaving?
Yeah, so Michaela and Macy left because they were so upset that Chase was there, and Michaela and Macy had kind of a blow-up fight between Layla. Right, Layla and it was really Layla and Macy had kind of an argument, and Macy was like, I'm out, like, I don't want to be here. If he's here, I'm not going to be here. So Macy and Michaela leave, and then Layla's really upset about it, like, it's my birthday, I should be able to choose who's here. And so Jesse starts getting involved in that drama and trying to make Layla understand, like, this is why they were so upset, they're valid in how they're feeling. And so Jordan feels like because she's getting involved in this drama, she has abandoned him in his, like, this is their first outing together, trying to show a united front, and Jesse's just got completely distracted in the drama of the girls. And so he says he's feeling emotionally abandoned.
Which maybe it comes from like feeling insecure about going to an event with everyone knowing.
That's exactly
and then she's not from. Like just right by his side.
Yeah,
and so
that's exactly
kind
where
of alone.
Yeah, it's him. Yeah. He's hurt. He's like very hurt. That's what it is for sure.
So Macy and Michaela leave, and then Jordan also leaves with Dakota. He calls Dakota and says, I can't do it. Which, good on Dakota. He came and got him.
And then the episode basically ends with Macy telling Jesse, like, Jordan just left.
Yeah. And so then it kind of plays some clips from the season. I'm excited about this season. There's already women online talking about they've started binge watching it today. I'm excited about it. I feel like this is going to be a good season. And Taylor also has a clip. It's just audio of her saying, Mom talk is sisterhood. We're going to get through anything.
That's how it ends. Like the very end is her saying that. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's kind of a lot to unpack in this episode. Like there's so many different things that could happen this season.
Which I don't know how it could get better. But it's better. It's better. Like, if you're not watching, you have to watch. It's so good.
It's so much drama.
So much drama. If you really love drama, reality TV.
Trash TV is what I call it. TV. I'm all in it. Yes.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, me too.
Get in on the conversation. Drop your thoughts on how you think this season's going to go.
We'll be here for all of it. Every wild moment, every rumor, every episode.
Until next time, let's get feral.
Thanks for listening to First and Feral, Utah Unfiltered. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay a little feral.